Hi everybody, welcome back to CrossFit Roseville. Thank you for being here. I hope you and your families are doing great and life is treating you good in spite of all the craziness happening. So glad you're exercising, glad you're moving, glad you're getting your heart rate up. It's great to have you. So we have a good workout today. We are going to go ahead and get warmed up. We do have a jump rope in today's workout, all right? So if you have a jump rope, you're going to want to grab that. And then we are also using a kettlebell and or a dumbbell today, all right? You don't necessarily need both. If you have one or the other, that'll be just fine. And we've talked about this before. Sorry to repeat myself, but if you don't have a dumbbell and you don't have a kettlebell, grab something that works for you, okay? We've talked about this before, maybe a water bottle, or I've used big things of applesauce in here before, but grab a weight that's gonna work for you, and if you're like, I wanna see what the workout is and then I'll pick my weight or my item, then that works too. All right, so I have my jump rope here. We are gonna jump rope for 30 seconds. Okay, now if you don't have a jump rope, you can do jumping jacks. You can do some version of a jumping jack so you don't get bored. So you can do regular jacks. You can do karate jacks with your arms out here. You can do seal jacks, which are here. You can do half jacks, which are here. So you can mix it up, all right? You don't wanna get bored. So hopefully that will work for you. If you can't jump, you can always do mountain climbers. That's another option, all right? So let me get my clock. We're gonna go 30 seconds. Now, I don't know if I already said this or not, but if you, you have some choices. You can do single unders, just regular jump rope, or you can do double unders, okay? If you have singles and you wanna work on getting your doubles, once you're warm, you can throw these in, all right? If you're like, what the heck is a double under? Don't even worry about it. Stick with singles, all right? You know what, before we get started with that, let's do some ankle rolls. So I'm doing my right leg, and now I'm gonna switch direction. Let's start with the other leg. You gotta make sure your ankles feel good. And switch directions. All right, let's do some calf raises. Let's go 2 more to get to 10. All right, before we go, let's just do some jumping jacks without the arms. So just here. Some of you kids are like, we don't even need to warm up our ankles, but if you're not a kid, you probably need to warm them up. So this is always good. All right, let's go back to our calf raises. Let's hit 10 more of those. All right, let's do ankle rolls with the right again. And switch, and to the other side, and switch directions. All right, guys. So with the jump roping, just a couple of quick reminders. You want to keep a consistent, easy jump, okay? So nice and easy, okay? You want to try not to be doing this. Okay, it's just gonna be here. We're gonna go 2 feet jumping. Now my heels are barely gonna tap the ground, right? Nice and easy. Now everything's nice and loose. My shoulders are loose, my arms are loose. You don't wanna get super tight, right? Because then jumping rope is not so fun and it gets really tiring really quickly. So you wanna be loose here. Keep those elbows, you want them nice and close to your body. You don't want them out here because as soon as you get out here, your rope gets really short. Okay, so nice and relaxed. So we're gonna go 30 seconds of jump roping. Then we're gonna do some plank back rotations. I'll show you that when we get there. Then we're gonna move into some arm haulers, some leg raises, and we're going some half wipers today, all right? So I'll just show you the first time through and then we'll go through a couple more times. It's gonna be fun, don't be scared. Okay, we're going to 10 seconds. So nice and relaxed, easy peasy. Here we go. Nice and easy. Don't forget to breathe. Relax shoulders. 10 more seconds. All right. Good. Hopefully you're feeling like you're getting warmed up. Okay, now we're going to do some plank back rotations. So we're going to get in a plank position here. Not so much a plank, but like a tabletop. So my knees are down too. I'm going to bring this hand behind my neck. I'm going to come through and up. Good. We're going to hit 5 of these on our right side. So see, I'm bringing my elbow down. I'm coming all the way up and around. I think that was 5. That's what happens when I talk and count at the same time. So now we're going to switch. That's 2, 3. Don't forget to breathe. And you should be feeling a good stretch here. And 5. Good job. Now we have arm haulers. I actually really like arm haulers. I know they're not everybody's favorite, but we're gonna get on the ground. Now I'm gonna go slow motion right here. So I'm neutral, right? Meaning my back is flat, my spine is neutral when I talk about neutral. Okay, I'm gonna bring my feet off the ground, but my heels are together, and then I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna touch my hips, and I'm gonna touch overhead. Okay, and I'm gonna keep looking at the ground so I keep my my spine neutral. All right, so let's just do 10 of these. I'm gonna count out loud, but you can do 10 on your own. If you wanna go faster or slower, that's totally fine. All right, so just make sure my feet are off the ground and I'm touching here. So this is my end position, okay, when I get here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are arm haulers, okay? Good job. Okay, leg raises. We're gonna come on our back. You can put these hands under your bottom if you want, or not. You can be here, whichever is better for you. Okay, we're gonna go legs pointed, legs fully extended. We're gonna come up here and down. Okay, now my feet never hit on the ground, okay? So they get really close, but they don't touch. All right, so let's go 10 of these guys. Let's try to do them together. Here we go, off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. And if you are, your hamstrings are tight like me, this is like, I'm kind of getting a good stretch here, so that's pretty nice. So bring those feet back up for me and let's point our toes and then flex our heels. 2, we'll go for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that felt good. So we're gonna throw those in there. I think those will help with our jump roping. Okay, now we're gonna do some half wipers. So our arms are gonna come out to the side. Now here's what it looks like. I'm sure some of you have done the full wipers. These are the half. So I keep my knees bent. I'm gonna come to the side, over to the other side. So go ahead and join me. We'll go 1, 2, and you guys can go faster or slower. Let's do anywhere from like 3 to 5 more. All right, good job. All right, we're gonna run through that one more time. So we are back to jump rope. So everybody should know exactly what we're doing. We'll go more or less about 30 seconds on each thing. I say more or less. Sometimes it takes a minute to transition and 30 seconds isn't a ton of time. So I'll let you know when to switch. All right, so back to jump rope. Do me a favor and stick with the double jumping if you're using your rope. If you want to switch to double unders, which if you don't know what double unders are, it basically the rope comes under your feet twice instead of once every time you jump. All right, I'm going to switch to double unders. If you want to, go ahead. If singles are where you're at, that's great. That's great. I'm going to switch to doubles. You can do whatever you want, and if you haven't jumped rope in a long time, you should definitely stay with singles. All right, here we go. We're going to go 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Halfway. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, plank back rotations. Ready? Here we go. And then stick with this side. I'll tell you when to switch. All right, switcheroo. And don't worry about being fast, guys. This isn't about being fast. All right. Arm haulers. Here we go. Let's just do 10 arm haulers again. All right, so remember, start here, end here. Here we go. Let's go 10. All right. Whew, now we got leg raises. So we're gonna come on the ground, on our back. All right. We're going 5 seconds, and let's just do 30 seconds of leg raises. Here we go, ready, and go. See how this feels. And you guys can go faster or slower than me, no worries. Stay at your own pace. We got 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna go into our half wipers. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Half wipes, or half wipers. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, nicely done, everybody. Okay, hopefully you are feeling warm and ready to move on to the workout. If you're not warm, you can feel free to stop the video and you can do another round of that if you want. Or if there's something that you want to do to get warm, then by all means do that. You know, some of us need a little bit more warm-up time, some of us not so much. So I want you to do what feels good to you, all right? And if you have something bugging you that needs some extra special attention, go ahead and, you know, be sure to take care of that. All right, so here's what we have. We are gonna go 10 rounds today. 10 rounds, but no matter where you are at 20 minutes, that's your time cap, all right? So if you finish with 10 rounds and say, I'm just gonna throw a number out there, you know, 16 minutes, don't continue on to 20. You are done when your 10 rounds are up, okay? If the clock gets to 20 minutes and you're still on round 6, then you're done, okay? So this is meant to be, you're gonna move at your own pace, okay, depending on where you are in your fitness journey. So 10 rounds, no more than 10 rounds, and there is a 20-minute time cap, all right? So make sure you start your watch, okay? So we're gonna start with 5 plank rows. You're gonna do 5 on each side, all right? And we'll talk about that. You might end up just doing a regular row, okay, depending on what weight you're using. Then we're gonna do 10 goblet squats, 20 kettlebell swings, and 30 jump ropes. I have here, you can go singles or doubles, okay? And if you don't have a jump rope, you're gonna do probably some variation of what you did in our warm-up, okay? Whether that's mountain climbers, or some kind of jumping jack, you know, pick something that you can fit here, okay? That's about the same, that takes about the same time as 30 singles or 30 doubles. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so plank rows. I'm gonna show you 2 different things. I have 5 plank rows, 5 on each side. If you have a dumbbell like this or something similar, here's what that's gonna look like. You're gonna get in a plank position. You're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're gonna switch sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then I'm gonna move on. Now, if you don't have a dumbbell or a weight, you know, that's similar that you can do a plank row with, say like you have a kettlebell, it's not gonna be super easy for me to do the kettlebell, right? Or maybe you have a heavier dumbbell. An option would be a standing row. So I'm hinged at the hip and my elbow comes straight back. Okay, so if I had only this weight at home, I would be doing a bent over row, okay? Another option, hold on one second. You could always use something like this to help you out, right? So I keep my shoulder in this good position, not here, my shoulder's back. So I do 5 this way, I keep my shoulder back. Okay, and then I would switch to my other side, okay? So I'd come on this side. So here, okay, so those are your options. You can do a plank row or a standing row, depending on what you're working with, all right? So I just wanted to show you, if you have a couch at home, a bench, a table, you can use that for some support here, all right? Or you could always be here. So I just kind of want to show you what those different versions look like. With that row, so make sure that shoulder is back, my elbow comes straight back, okay? So you want to keep it here, okay? Same if you're on the plank, same thing, it's here. Then you're going to do 10 goblet squats. A goblet squat, so if my kettlebell, if I had a kettlebell at home, you're going to pick this guy up. You're going to do some good squats, okay? So do me a favor, whatever you are going to use for this workout, I want you to grab it right now. If you have a dumbbell like this, I'm going to hold this guy right here, okay? So grab whatever you're using, whether it be a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a hydro, some kind of jug, you know, whatever you're using. I want you to give me 10, okay? So hold it here. I want you to really practice those good squats. So my chest is up, my knees are tracking out. I'm trying to get good depth. My knees are not coming in, okay? I wasn't even counting, but it's probably around 10. So make sure you do 10 so you are warmed up. You should be able to get through 10, okay? If you're doing 1 or 2 and it's like, oh my gosh, it's way too heavy, you need to grab a different weight, all right? Hopefully you have a good weight that's gonna work for you. Okay, after the 10 goblet squats, we've got 20 kettlebell swings. Okay, so we've done these a lot in here. This should not be extremely heavy, all right? So kettlebell just looks like this, right? Couple options. If you can go completely overhead with the bell here, okay, that's a full swing. If you're working with a heavy kettlebell, you can go a Russian swing, which is right above your eyebrows. Okay, so those are the 2 options. Okay, I feel like I've said this a million times in here. Make sure you're keeping that chest up. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes and popping your hips. We never want to round our back, okay? I always say that when we pick up a kettlebell or swing the kettlebell. Make sure you're never rounding that back, guys. If you don't have a kettlebell and you only have a dumbbell, that's okay. You're gonna be here, okay? So this is super light for me, obviously, so there's no reason why, unless I have some kind of injury or shoulder issue, that I wouldn't want to just pop it overhead, okay? So 20 of those. Depending on how heavy this is, if you need to break it up, feel free to break it up, okay? And that goes with any of these movements, all right? You can always break these up. You're on your own time clock, you're at, you know, you're at home. Stop when you need to. And then we have 30 jump ropes. So if you are working on singles, then you're gonna hit 30 fast singles, okay? If you already have double unders, you should be doing double unders, okay? And like I said before, if you're like, oh my gosh, I've never heard of a double under, you just stick with singles, all right? Hopefully that makes sense. So you're gonna go 5 rows on each side, 10 goblet squats, holding that weight or whatever item you're using right here, okay? Making sure that we have good squat form, okay? 20 kettlebell swings, 30 jump ropes, okay? That is 1 round, okay? So you're gonna do your best to get through 10 rounds, but no matter what, you are done at 20 minutes, all right? I say this every workout. If you have an issue, an injury, something's not feeling right, if any of these movements don't feel good or they are painful, absolutely don't do them, all right? Don't do them. Pick a different movement or skip that movement, okay? Lots of options as far as movements go, especially body weight. So if something's going on, pick something different. All right, so I'm gonna do one round with you and then you'll be on your own, all right? So, and remember, I'm gonna go through this just so you can see what everything looks like. You could be totally faster than me or slower than me. Everybody's gonna be at their own pace. That's the beauty of what we're doing here. So work at your own pace. Use a weight that works for you. No matter what you do, you're gonna get a great workout. All right. So I'm gonna start in 10 seconds. I'm gonna do plank rows. Hopefully you can see me. We'll go right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I am going to use this guy for the goblet squats. I'm going 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, don't forget to breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna set this guy down. My hands are super sweaty. 20 swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so now I'm on to the 30 jump ropes. If you're doing this with me, you could be faster or slower, so no worries. So I'm gonna go 30 doubles. All right, so that was about 2 minutes. So like I said, you might be faster, you might be, you might be a little behind me or a lot behind me. So wherever you are, that's great. So you've got some time on the clock, obviously lots of time. So I would start back up here for round 2, okay? And then cycle through 10 rounds total. So go at your own pace, guys. Have fun with this. Take care of your bodies. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're stretching. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I really hope to see you in person sometime soon. Take care. Thanks again.